WWE is on fire right now, and the Triple H era, Renaissance era, or whatever name you want to give it era, is in full force. But even though there's currently an absurd amount of talent on Raw and SmackDown, there's a man who's been making waves like never before on WWE's Yellow brand. For the past few months, NXT champion Trick Williams has been electrifying the audience with his unique swagger and unmatched charisma. Which is why, in this video, we'll tell you how Trick Williams made his way from humble beginnings to becoming one of wrestling's biggest commodities today. Without further ado, Trick Williams is causing quite a stir in the WWE universe lately, from his jaw-dropping performances at NXT Vengeance Day to his unexpected debut on SmackDown. He's captured hearts and headlines alike. Trick Williams' charisma, athleticism, and potential for superstardom have connected with audiences on a profound level, positioning him as a future top babyface for WWE. But what's behind this sudden rise? Why are fans chanting "Whoop that Trick" everywhere he goes? And what's the story behind his shocking betrayal by his best friend Carmelo Hayes? With an imposing stature and unparalleled athleticism, Trick Williams is must-watch TV. But you've probably asked yourself what the man was up to before we saw him on WWE TV. Well, Trick, short for his real name, Matrick Williams, is a 29-year-old born in 1994 in Columbia, South Carolina. As a quick side note, Trick is currently in a relationship with fellow NXT superstar Lash Legend. Before he made his professional wrestling debut, he pursued a football career. He played college football for Hampton Pirates when he was 19. Later, he became a wide receiver for the South Carolina Gamecocks from 2014 to 2016. He went undrafted in 2017 and spent time as an assistant coach and student teacher intern at Airport High School in West Columbia, South Carolina in the fall of 2017. He then played in the Spring League in 2018 and attended the Philadelphia Eagles rookie minicamp on a tryout basis in May 2018. He didn't make the team, but that experience ultimately set him on the path to becoming a professional wrestler. There's something about the bond between Trick Williams and Philadelphia. The seminal moments of Trick Williams' life throughout the past 6 years keep occurring in the city of brotherly love. One was when Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes wrestled in the main event of NXT and Deliver at Wells Fargo Center. But in 2018, Williams thought his moment in Philadelphia might come across the street at Lincoln Financial Field with the Eagles. The opportunity with the Eagles didn't pan out. Still, it led to another opportunity and a rapid 2-year rise from pro wrestling newbie to the main event for a premium live event with the WWE's developmental brand. I played my last snap of football in Philadelphia. I took my first wrestling bump in Philadelphia. Now I'm back in Philadelphia, main eventing Stand and Deliver. As one of the tallest wrestlers on the NXT roster, billed at 6'4" and 240 pounds, Trick Williams is equally charismatic and athletic, a true total package in the unique world of WWE that blends sports and entertainment. Up to that point, he had never thought about wrestling, but he was open to it because he felt it was something he could do well, having an athletic background. He went through that trial in December, and they told him to get some wrestling experience so they could bring him back for another tryout. He moved back to South Philly to train wrestling with CZW. Later, he signed a developmental contract with WWE on February 24, 2021, and he made his first appearance on September 14th episode as Carmelo Hayes' bodyguard. He was assigned to the Performance Center and subsequently NXT. When he was asked about how he transitioned from football to wrestling, Trick Williams said, "My football career ended in Philadelphia, trying out for the Eagles, and my wrestling career also started in Philadelphia. I got cut from camp in 2018, and my agent was trying to hook me up with another team, possibly the XFL. Somehow, when he sent my film out to different teams in the XFL, which Vince McMahon owned at the time, I don't know if the film and footage on my profile got shown to WWE, but I got an email asking me if I wanted to attend a tryout. This was in December of 2018. He made his TV debut a few months later on September 14th as Carmelo Hayes' bodyguard. The duo formed a beloved partnership, Trick Mello Gang, with Trick Williams supporting Carmelo Hayes during his reign as North American and NXT champion. Trick made his in-ring debut teaming with Mello and entered the Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team match for the tag team titles on October 5th. However, they were defeated by MSK. Throughout 2022, Trick Williams accompanied Mello to the ring and mostly wrestled on house shows. But it's not Trick's athleticism that sets him apart, especially if you consider that most of the NXT roster is filled with incredible athletes. What sets this man apart is his larger-than-life persona and the relentless drive many other wrestlers lack. In 2022, Trick Williams feuded with Lee, defeating him at the Great American Bash, but lost to him on August 9th. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes turned babyface after Braun Breaker turned heel by attacking them in a rare double turn. On August 1st, Trick Williams told Hayes that they needed to part ways so he could achieve his own accomplishments, amicably breaking up the Trick Mello Gang. At Heatwave, Trick Williams lost to Ilya Dragunov. On September 26, Trick Williams became the #1 contender for the North American Championship by winning a fatal four-way match. 4 days later, at No Mercy, Trick Williams defeated Dominic Mysterio to win the title. Trick debuted on the next Raw as the new NXT North American Champion. However, on October 3rd, Trick Williams lost the title back to Dominic Mysterio after interference from the Judgment Day, ending his 3-day reign, the shortest in the title's history. On October 17th, Trick Williams was slotted into a triple threat match between Carmelo Hayes, Dijak, and Baron Corbin to turn it into a fatal four-way match for the NXT Championship opportunity against Ilya Dragunov at Halloween Havoc, causing a rift between Trick and Mello. Before the match started, Trick Williams was found attacked backstage and taken to a hospital. Carmelo Hayes then defeated Dijak and Baron Corbin for the title opportunity. At night 2 of Halloween Havoc, Trick Williams returned, costing Carmelo Hayes his NXT Championship match. On November 14th, he defeated Joe Coffey to qualify for the Iron Survivor Challenge at Deadline. At the next event, Williams won the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge to earn an NXT Championship match against Dragunov at New Year's Evil on January 2nd. That day, it was announced that Dragunov was not medically cleared to wrestle. Instead, Hayes put Williams in a match against Grayson Waller with his Iron Survivor Challenge title match on the line, which he won after interference from Kevin Owens. On January 16th, Dragunov returned from injury and informed Trick Williams that their title match would occur on Vengeance Day. At the same time, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes moved on to the second round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Trick Williams made his SmackDown debut on January 26th, saving Carmelo Hayes from a beatdown by Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, igniting the arena with his presence. Trick has become NXT's top babyface, but as his SmackDown appearance showed, he will also be a big main roster star. Stepping onto the grand stage of Friday nights just a few days before Carmelo Hayes' betrayal, Trick Williams seized the spotlight in a moment of loyalty and solidarity. The eruption of cheers from the audience reverberated throughout the arena, echoing the emotional support that Trick Williams has garnered from the NXT fans. What was remarkable, however, was the seamless occurrence of his iconic chant, "Whoop that Trick," which was only heard on NXT and was now rocking SmackDown. Moreover, Trick Williams' debut on SmackDown not only elicited a fiery response from the fans, but also earned him accolades backstage. Reports from Dave Meltzer highlighted the positive reception that Trick Williams received from WWE's creative team, signaling their recognition of his potential to make a significant impact on the main roster. WWE recently brought the NXT superstar up for a quick appearance on the main roster, but the reaction to him might warrant a quicker call-up than expected. This backstage praise is a testament to Trick Williams' ability to connect with audiences on a profound level, showcasing his charisma, athleticism, and potential for superstardom. Moreover, Trick Williams' reflections on his debut, shared during interviews, underscore the significance of this milestone in his career. He said, "Man, honestly, it's a dream come true. I think that's the feeling that every wrestler wants to feel, running out when you hear your music being played. So, man, beyond my imagination. Who thinks their first debut is going to sound like that? So I'm grateful for it." On January 30th, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes defeated LWO's Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro to advance to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. Trick Williams' journey to becoming the next big WWE star reached a pivotal moment at Vengeance Day, when he showcased his resilience, determination, and unwavering spirit. The night began with high stakes as Williams and his closest ally, Carmelo Hayes, stepped into the ring for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals. Despite their best efforts, they fell short of victory, facing defeat at the hands of their opponents. At Vengeance Day, Carmelo and Trick Williams lost to Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker in the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. However, the drama was far from over for Trick Williams. With the NXT title on the line, he seized the opportunity to challenge the reigning champion, Ilya Dragunov, in a match that would test him like never before. Surrounded by the cheers of the NXT faithful, Trick Williams fought tooth and nail, coming agonizingly close to securing the title on multiple occasions. Throughout the intense showdown, Carmelo Hayes stood by his friend's side, offering unwavering support and encouragement. But after a lot of shenanigans, Trick Williams ended up losing the match and failed to win the title from Ilya Dragunov. That's when betrayal struck in the most unexpected of ways. After the match, as Trick Williams stood vulnerable, basking in the crowd's adulation, Carmelo Hayes launched a ruthless attack from behind with a steel chair, betraying his longtime ally and turning heel in a shocking twist of fate. Obviously, this turned Trick into NXT's ultimate babyface. On the following episode of NXT, Carmelo Hayes revealed that he was the one who attacked Trick Williams back in October. At Roadblock, Trick Williams' entrance music was used by Tony D'Angelo to distract Carmelo Hayes during their match to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Championship at Stand and Deliver. After D'Angelo defeated Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams made his return and attacked Carmelo Hayes. The following week on NXT, Trick Williams challenged Carmelo Hayes to a match at Stand and Deliver, which was made official a few days later. Shawn Michaels later announced that the match would be the main event, making Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams the first two black men to main event an NXT Premium Live event and the first two black men to main event a Premium Live event since The Rock and Booker T at the 2001 edition of SummerSlam. At the event, Trick Williams defeated Carmelo Hayes. On the following episode of NXT, Trick Williams called out Ilya Dragunov to challenge him for the NXT Championship. Ilya Dragunov agreed to a title match at Spring Breakin' on the condition that Trick Williams had to leave NXT if he lost, which Trick agreed to. In a Stand and Deliver rematch on April 16th, Trick Williams defeated Carmelo Hayes in a steel cage match, despite interference from Carmelo Hayes' security team, ending their feud. Trick Williams defeated Ilya Dragunov at Spring Breakin' to capture the NXT Championship for the first time. With backstage buzz and a promising future ahead, Trick Williams seems destined for stardom. With the kind of reactions he's getting on NXT, his recent splash on SmackDown has made the people in WWE creative very excited, and he could very well be WWE's next big babyface. During a recent interview, Trick Williams discussed how much his infamous catchphrase has caught fire, what it means, and where it stems from. Man, it's crazy. I get kids in trouble for whooping trips in elementary school. But just so everybody knows, it's not a derogatory term. It's a term of endearment. It's about standing up for yourself and righteousness overcoming. That's what whoop that trick means. The phrase caught fire on NXT, but also has a place in pop culture. The Memphis Grizzlies fans have chanted whoop that trick during basketball games, and it initially became mainstream for being featured in the 2005 film Hustle and Flow, which Trick talked about. I think that's the magic of it. Hustle and Flow is a great movie. Shout out to Al Capone. He's the original songwriter of the song Whoop That Trick. He's actually a good friend of mine and a big supporter of the whole movement. He's that dog. But it's not just Al Capone. Trick is that dog too. During the same interview, he was asked what the most unusual compliment a fan had given him was, to which he replied, "Yesterday I was taking pictures and a woman said, 'Can you just please open your shirt?' I was like, 'Oh, okay, I guess.' So I was opening my shirt yesterday." Okay, we see you. Whoop that trick. Looking ahead, Trick Williams' trajectory in WWE appears boundless. With a stacked roster in NXT and a growing talent pool on the main roster, Trick Williams stands out as a shining prospect poised to make a lasting impact. While his immediate focus may be on solidifying his presence in NXT and defending his NXT championship, the prospect of a future transition to the main roster looms large. As WWE continues cultivating its next generation of stars, Trick Williams' unique blend of athleticism, charisma, and fan appeal positions him as a standout candidate for success. We hope you enjoyed watching this video on one of the most promising wrestling talents in WWE today, Trick Williams. If you did, please show us your support by pressing that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to talk about WWE talent that is flaming hot right now, you got to mention the champ himself. Check out this video on Cody Rhodes' rise from undesirable to undisputed.